much more have we got? We've got a decent amount, actually. Okay, let's use some frames to build up a bit of an area that I can build from. Hey, Mojo, how you doing, mate? Welcome, Raiders. What were you playing? Let me get a shout out in chat, please. Koala raid? Oh no. Have these koala had enough eucalyptus? Because if not, then that's kind of a serious problem. Ah, playing Factorio. Fantastic. Modded or vanilla? Right. Okay, so with that about that tall, I think that would be a decent enough canopy for us. I'm going to have the edges. See? It depends a little bit. Could we possibly get the right kind of angles for these edges? Probably not. Not out of... Or maybe this one, actually. We might be able to get these ones to look right. But it really does come down to what we can put in the corners. And what we can put in the corners is not as good. That being said, I might be being a bit hasty there. I might just be being a bit hasty. Ah, Vanilla Death World. Oh, awesome. To be honest, that's the main way I play Factorio these days. It's on a Death World. I find it very, very engaging. How did the Factorio run go? Hopefully, despite the name, not many deaths. I mean, that's the kind of point of the Death World, is not to die. Despite the confusion of the name, you know, you'd be forgiven for thinking, well, actually, this is the objective. But no. In fact, no. Let's improve this. I knew that was going to be wrong. I had a funny feeling I hadn't rotated it enough. Caught ya. Nice try. Oh, Death Worlds are much rougher than they used to be. Oh, okay. So what makes the Death Worlds like? Are we talking like since 1 or 2 patches ago? Because the last time I played was 1 or 2 patches ago. But I think when I'm playing on my own, I can afford to be significantly more. Let's think how to put it. Slow. Significantly more slow. I take my time. This tends to have significantly better results than just rushing through and trying to crush the first biter base that I discover with my pistol. Come on, give me the right angle. I know you can do it. You know you can as well. There we go, perfect. Punk. I'm going to need a lot more frames. Give me at least 40. Okay, that one can go over here. If I could make this frame thatched, I absolutely would. I realise that that's ridiculous. This is a fort, not a bloody cottage, but I totally would. And it would look amazing. Ah, I just went past it, which means I need to go through the whole bloody thing again. There we go. Oh yeah, the biters are a lot more aggressive than 0.14. Yeah, Deathwield's... Yeah, I think that's why I like it. Is it's not guaranteed that you're just going to ruffle stomp it. You're genuinely going to have to make some, you know, tactical decisions about how you're expanding, how you're using, like, forests to contain the early pollution, things like that. I find that kind of gameplay a lot more engaging. Right, now this is good, but I sort of wonder if maybe we can't make it better. I think it's possible we might be able to. Thank you, Aavak, for streaming. It's been a pleasure to listen to you while finishing off my current game before Story of Seasons comes out on the 14th. Watching you helps me stay sane while we're all quarantined. Oh, you're more than welcome, Obsidian Mist. I can't wait until Story of Seasons comes out, actually. Oof. That is going to swallow my life for a bit. Now, I could get fancy and have these a different shape. That would be fancy. But would it be the right sort of fancy? That is a valid question. Frame wedge, steep corner. Steep corner inside. Where is the steep edge, though? Incline. I need a steep edge. Otherwise, there's no point in doing this. Of course, there's no actual reason why I need to do that. I could use a half block instead. That'll do. Right. We're halfway through the day and the Horde Night is on its way. No worries, Mojo. Thanks for dropping by, mate. I hope you have a wonderful lunch. I'm getting a bit cold up here. Do I have any more torches? I do. Can I place a torch? That'll do. That'll keep me warm. Okay, we don't yet have the... Oh, well, it's almost keeping me warm. We don't yet have the Blood Moon full-on colour yet. Well, that's probably just as well. Yeah, I'm not seeing the edges that I need. Oh, there we go. Wooden wedge tip, maybe? Let's see what we can do with this. I'm going to have to quickly check if this works before I nail these in. Do these line up? Looks like they do. And that is good enough for me. Default orientation, please. There we are. Alright. This will work. I mean, of course, at the end of the day, it's still just wood. No amount of wishing that it was more durable than that is going to change it. But just wood is enough, initially, I would say. I don't anticipate seeing any zombie cops, for example. I would be very surprised if we saw zombie cops. Furthermore, I don't anticipate many, if any, irradiated vultures for the first Horde Night, despite my game stage. We'll see. But hopefully it's not too rough. Now, what I could do, if I had the time, is get some iron bars up here. That would be amazing. Not gonna lie, that would actually genuinely be awesome. There we go. Punk. Punk. The heavens are really opening up now. The real advantage of wood is just you can accumulate wood in massive, massive quantities very, very quickly. And it doesn't represent as much of a loss if you make a mistake and have to replace something. I'll be honest, though, the texture's starting to look quite nice. Ah, my torch! Poop. That represented a loss. Double poop. Alright. Well. We want flagstone. We want about 3 pieces, please. Yeah, 3 pieces should be good. And this can be half blocks. Now, if I allowed for grills in those 4 corners, it would look nice. And it would even allow a bit of additional information, because I could just look out the sky. Whereas over here, I don't really have that option so much, because of the way I've built this in. But I'm not entirely certain about doing that. Now it is bloody cold up here, to be fair. So I think having some torches up here is going to be a must. An absolute must. Now, there are a couple of little things we can do. Trap. No. Hatch. And this is a bit cheeky. But there's few things in life quite as enjoyable as bullying a zombie because it's dumb. When it's trying to eat your face, taking advantage of how stupid it is just, honestly, it's one of those life's little pleasures. Tunk, 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 tunk. This thing will not protect us from much. But it will mess with any zombies trying to jump back over here. And if I pop them down here as well, I could shoot down, but honestly I don't mind that so much. I'm fine with this. It's good enough for me. I could install a campfire underneath here through the grills. And if I was able to access it, I could keep warm, but I'm not sure that's going to be easy to do, unfortunately. I need another 4. We want... I get this to apply on face. It isn't quite the look I'm looking for. I wonder if we've got anything that is the look I'm looking for, though. Well, actually, yeah, of course. I can do this. Still not quite right. Should be one that'll work. Of course, I can't put it on the I keep thinking like in Minecraft terms where I can put another half block on top of the half block and it'll work. Unfortunately, that isn't always the case. Now, getting back down from here is a lot harder than getting up there because you can't easily take the jump. That's a bit of a potch, but oh well. Sure. We'll pop these in the far corners. So add an extra bit of defense to this. The iron is not hard for us to make in ridiculous quantities now that we've got easy access to an iron vein. We are going to need a little bit more, actually. Just shy of that last one. That's a bit of a punch. Let's go and grab a little bit more then. We've still got a bit of time to go. I have a quick, important check. Can you still jump in and out of the base? I should be able to jump in. But if not, it's a very easy fix. I had considered that. The jumping out part is the part that I had most considered, but you might be right. I might not be able to jump in as easily anymore either. We'll double check. Okay. That'll be more than enough metal. Alright, let's go and give it a try then, shall we? I am so wet. Oh my lord. Excuse me. Whoop. Yes, lightning, I know you're there. Let my stamina regen a bit. Right, okay. Whoa. Yes. Yes, I can. But that is going to be difficult enough that even a spider might fail. Especially with that risen like that. Oh, I approve. So, add a little bit of extra fortification. Right, let's go. We need to get back. We need to get some more iron made. We need some more food. We want moonshine as well for those sweet, sweet buffs. And then it's going to be an interesting time. If I could get enough iron for some grills in the roof, I would go for it, but I think it's quite unlikely we're going to have enough to do that. If I look at... I'm getting some advice on shapes here. Wouldn't the sharp selection of the second to last row... This one. I'm not sure. Don't worry about me leaving the hatch up. I can activate the hatch from 3 tiles away, or at least I'm fairly certain I can. If not, then but fairly certain I can activate the hatch from 3 tiles away. So now, get some more iron flowing. We're going to need some forged. I think 3 bars is all we're going to need for that. And bars. We might have enough to make the last 4 iron bars, actually. If we're very lucky. That would be really nice if we could. What I lack is decent food. Right. Moonshine. Pop you in there. Click my elbows. Now... well, we may as well bring this along, I guess. Should have a bunch of boiled water now. Yes, we do. Go ahead and make ourselves lots of red tea. Perfect. We're going to need 500 iron in there to be able to make all 4 of those bar sections. Don't know if we're going to get that, if I'm honest. I think there's a good chance we won't. At this stage, I'm starting to feel like we should just drop off our stone arrows. No reason to have that with us. I am... Oh, we don't have enough animal fat. That's a shame. Well, I guess we have enough to make 1 torch. I'll do, and then we can have candles on the other 2 points. Three in from the left. Let me just double check that. So this one. No, wait, that's the wrong one. That's the left one. Yeah, yeah. Sorry. On the plus side, you know, you can just laugh at me being bad with that. I have to live with it. I mean, it's more of a step, really, than a sharp. Unless you mean this one. Maybe. I'm not too worried about it for now, though. No, we didn't end up with enough, unfortunately. Oh. Actually, the last bits, I guess I could just make arrowheads. Make another 100 arrowheads. Craft those as quickly as I can. I haven't got enough feathers for it, but... Unless I do. No, I do not. That's fine. I think at this stage, pretty much got all we can. Such a mournful tune. As if it expects me to die. I disapprove. How many repair kits have I? I've got 4 repair kits, so I could afford to repair this. Yeah, let's go for that. That's already enough for me to finish off making all of these. Okay. Marvelous. That's an adequate amount of tea, I suppose. I guess we can live with it. If we have to. Let's eat a little bit more, though. Boiled meat is particularly nice because it affects both satiety and hydration. You give me a 3% chance of dying tonight. 3? Wow. 2.5% chance of dying from Prince of Thieves. I mean, you never know, because the game is not balanced anymore on the Horde Night number. It's balanced on the game stage. And my game stage is, you know, it's getting up there. I've got a point to spend. I kind of feel like archery is where it's going to be at. I need extra combat right now, rather than going for sexual Tyrannosaurus. That being said, if I get dropped, Now, is killing blows related to all kills or just from tools and melee attacks? Because if it is all kills, then I'm going to go for athlete. Otherwise, I'm going to pick archery. Chat, if you happen to know, please share your knowledge. All kills we're credited for, as far as we know. So trap kills won't give stamina. Right. Well then, given that, we are going in sexual Tyrannosaurus then. It won't be as useful immediately for our archery. But whilst aiming with a gun, you lose a little bit of stamina to be aiming. And after a long time of fighting, that can actually pile up. That can legitimately pile up. Alright. I think we're about done. I think we're about as ready as we can be. For now. Zoe, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime. 5th month. Only 5 months? It seems like yesterday. Thank you so much for the support. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Right. Well, with that, I think 'tis about time. Just to get out there. I'm gonna leave that on and ready. We've done about as much as we can do. If we're not able to take it now, we were never meant to. Right. Want to switch to iron arrows, please? I would love to be warm. Alas. Warmth is not a thing in this world. Not a thing for people like me. Alright then. On a scale of function to form, where do you think our horde base currently sits? Belial. How rude. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. Tonk. 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 And tonk. We are prepared. That's extra heat there. Probably it's a little bit higher, I think. Actually. Yeah, a little bit higher. For now. Okay. Your day 8 base is looking better than my day 21 base. Oh, I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's not. You're just being incredibly kind. The last little bits. Let's go ahead and reinforce some of the areas. Got to make that. We're a bit chilly up here, but a large part of that is because we're wet. And of course we've run out right there. How annoying. We've got not very long at all to get some more clay and some more cobble. For no particular reason other than we want to. I am freezing bloody cold. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'm down in a better place now. It's okay. I want stone. Got an excellent balance between form and function. But of course, it could have more arches. That is fair. That is a fair critique. I'm a bit late, but could you explain the logic behind this base? Sure, certainly, Hemikal. Just as soon as I get back to it.